And we are back. Whew. Doesn't seem like that long I was reading Godzilla, maybe only like a week ago. I don't know when this video is going to go up, but it's going to be a doozy. Look at this crap. Look at this. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, to challenge the champions. Now, I don't know much about the champions. I know that they live in San Francisco, and apparently their team is comprised of X-Men. There's Iceman. I'm pretty sure that is Angel from the X-Men. But then down here we have Hercules, who is, you know, a god, an Olympian. And then Black Widow, who is a secret agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., who has no special powers. Are these the members of the champions? I don't know. I'm assuming so. But, like I said, I know nothing about the champions, but I'm gonna learn. This is technically my first comic book issue featuring the champions, and what a problem they have to deal with. They are going up against Godzilla, a menace so mighty that his jaws literally take up half of the cover. So, let's see how they do. Eons pass. A monstrous hybrid of land and marine reptiles was sealed into a state of suspended animation, slumbering through the fall of dinosaurs and the rise of man. But awakened by an undersea nuclear test, the creature returned to life, now breathing the fires of radiation. Stan Lee presents, obviously, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge and a monster beyond time and reason. Both crucial elements in A Tale of Two Saviors? Saviors, okay. A Tale of Two Saviors. I think this is probably more closer than like a Tale of Two Destroyers, A Tale of Two Monsters, something like that. Let's see, what do we got here? Looks like we've got some dudes in a boat. Alright, look alive. 71 and 63. I'm assuming those are the boat numbers? Yeah, look, it says 63 right there. Look alive, 71 and 63. We've got to keep that thing away from the bridge at all costs. You're doing a terrible job. His hand is literally on the bridge. You guys are fucked. Yeah, that's easy for him to say. Hey, Doug Monch wrote this. That's fantastic. Godzilla has barely risen from the bay, but already the waters churn with the frenzy of panic. Open fire with all guns. We're firing, Captain, but it ain't doing much good. 'Cause so help me, sir, that the lousy shells are bouncing right off his green hide. That's right. The military always goes after Godzilla, and the military always fails. Never in the history of this character has the military ever succeeded in defeating Godzilla. True, but even though the stinging pellets inflict no real pain or damage, they can and do annoy the gigantic creature. And so the situation is locked and sealed. No one will ever know if Godzilla approached the bridge with the intent of destruction or out of simple curiosity, before provocation elected violence to rule the day. Oh yeah, he destroyed the boats. I guess that's a win. They'd rather the boats be destroyed than Godzilla destroy the bridge, so yeah, that's a win. 403 miles south in Los Angeles, to be precise, at the skyscraper headquarters of the champions. Okay, so the champions are in Los Angeles. That's where they live. They don't live in San Francisco. They're exactly 403 miles south. So they need to fly, because that's like that's like a 5-hour drive. No, that's longer. 400 miles? I don't know. 'Twould seem we are only 2 members present. Yes, but perhaps the others will show up soon. 'Tis strange, fair widow, to be alone with thee in a moment of such uncommon quietude. Yes, Hercules, I suppose things have been rather hectic for our team lately. The change of pace is somewhat jarring. Yet, though I be a warrior born, and I thrive on deeds of action, I confess that this moment of tranquility in thy company doth appeal to me. Why, I thank you, Hercules. I don't know what to... Wait, it's the alarm flashing in the computer room. Yes, the alarm. Okay, so I guess Hercules and Black Widow are having some kind of a romance? I don't know anything about that. If you guys know more about that, let me know in the comments, man. It's the Monitor from San Francisco, Hercules, a helicopter news report. And there's Godzilla. By the cloven hooves of Pan! 'Tis some form of mammoth dragon. Widow, and 'twould seem bent on devouring yon bridge. They're totally trying to do like a Thor thing with this guy, which is realistically who he is. Realistically, he's essentially like, at least in in this continuity, he's taken the popularity of Thor and they tried to make like an offshoot. There's even an issue where Hercules and Thor fight. It's one of Thor's giant-sized issues. I'm gonna have to cover that one day. It's pretty cool. But it fascinates me. The reason why I bring it up, the reason why I'm stopping to talk about this for a minute, is because Hercules is not actually the first Hercules. There was a Hercules before Hercules in the Golden Age, but the continuity has changed, so they're kind of the same but kind of different characters. It's fascinating. The reason I mention it is because I did an entire episode on that guy, and it should be uploading soon, if not already. So keep an eye out for that. So much for Tranquility, Hercules. Since Daredevil went back to New York, we're the closest super types. Still, it'll take us at least 20 minutes to reach San Francisco, so we'd better hurry. Jesus Christ, 20 minutes, man. That's 400 miles in 20 minutes? That's fast. And on the hasty way out, Iceman, Angel, where are the others? I don't know about Ghost Rider, Widow, but Darkstar's outdoing her. Never mind, Bobby. The four of us will have to do. Come on, I'll explain in the Champ's Craft. Oh, I like that name. What does this thing look like? Is that it? No, that's the helicarrier. That's got to be the helicarrier. Above the outskirts of Seattle, another craft is already in flight. The awesome Shield helicarrier currently serving as mobile headquarters for the newly formed Godzilla Squad. With all engines straining at full power. Wait, hold on. Is there more? There's more right here. Alright, Jensen. Why can't your boys get this crate to move any faster? This ain't no cruise to the pearly gates, you know. We're doing our best, Commander Dugan. With all engines straining at full power, but this isn't exactly an SST, sir. And you'll have to give us at least 25 minutes to reach San Francisco. Alright, Jensen, alright. Just get back to your controls and see that you do better than your best. As for you, Gabe, don't you think it's time to stop daydreaming 50s so you can... Daydreaming SOS? Or is that's gotta be 50s. You and me can use the next 25 minutes to come up with some kind of plan. Or have you forgotten how that stinking monster already made us look like monkeys twice now? Ain't that 3 strikes as y'all get in Papa Dugan's book? Besides, now that Wu's been assigned to our 3 fearless creature beaters from Japan, you're the second in command of the blasted flying Godzilla squad. Yeah, dum-dum. Look, I wouldn't want that job considering what Godzilla did to those things in the last issue. I would not want that job. That's a death sentence. Dum-Dum is giving him a death sentence. And clearly Gabe Jones doesn't like it a bit. Yep, nope, he doesn't. He's out of it. 18 minutes later, the Champ Craft streaks over San Francisco Bay. There it is, alright, although I wouldn't have believed it without the view. Verily, thou dost speak the truth, winged one. Look at the Champ's Craft. I'm assuming this is like a C. It's like a fucking... Yeah. It's cool. Yeah, I guess it's cool. It's whatever. It's Bronze Age junk, you know? Looks like the cops have cordoned off the bridge, Tasha. Right, Bobby. Which makes for an extremely convenient... What? Landing strip. Yay! Look out, Ernie. That thing's coming down. Alright, team. We've no time to waste. The creature seems to be heading for shore. Angel, you fly ahead and clear everyone from the area. Iceman, you follow and... Way ahead of you, Tasha. Angel and I have worked together before, you know, and feel free to use my ice bridge when you're ready to join us. What is Black Widow gonna do against Godzilla? What is Black Widow gonna do against Godzilla? Nothing. She's gonna get smashed. If she's lucky, she'll get smashed. If she's unlucky, she's gonna get roasted bit by bit. It's like, have you guys ever seen that animated short, Godzilla vs. Bambi? Just check it out. You look it up. I'm sure it's like on YouTube or whatever. Somewhere on the internet you can find it for free. It's hilarious. No longer any doubt that this is the same creature which earlier this week ran amok in Seattle and before that destroyed an Alaskan pipeline station. Again, I repeat, the monster has turned away from the Golden Gate Bridge and is now approaching us here on the bay shoreline. It is a tense and frightening scene, upon which several members of the Los Angeles-based group known as the Champions have arrived. Apparently, one or more of the Champions have remained stationed on the bridge. I'm assuming it's going to be Black Widow. But the reasons for this are unclear at this time. Alright, Hercules, I've convinced that thing has abandoned the bridge. Time to join the others before Fisherman's Wharf is demolished. So far, there is no apparent motive for the bizarre creature's actions. We can only speculate. But as I watch its slow but deliberate, almost stately approach, I find myself wondering just how intelligent the beast is. Okay, wait, he's coming closer. He's going to, yes, he has just struck the second major American city in a week. This is no longer a mere news drama, but now a situation of life and death. Even if, as I speak, I'm running with the rest of the news crew to avoid being trampled. Yep, okay, so he's attacked the oil pipeline in Alaska, he's attacked Seattle, and he's attacked San Francisco. So he's going down the west coast, like he's following along the west coast, which means Los Angeles or like Las Vegas. I believe Las Vegas shows up at some point in this, which makes sense following the trail that he's on. That's cool. It's cool that you can follow the trail. It makes it very interesting to read. Open fire! No, let us handle this. You will only make him mad. Yeah, SWAT. Look at you. Oh, Jesus. My God. My God. Angel took the full force of Godzilla's tail. Okay, the flailing slash of the monster's tail is a random one, with no malice or purpose of forethought, but then death is often a companion of coincidence and chance. The intent of Godzilla's next move, however, is more difficult to determine, but whether he realizes it or not, the angel lies stunned in the shadow of his descending foot. The winged one, he cannot move. But when Hercules enters the ominously growing shadow, the Prince of Power is anything but stunned. Then 'tis up to me to divert the monster's next tread. Yes, Hercules, it should have been you from the beginning. Get your ass in there, man. Of all the labors to which I have matched the strength of my thews, 'twould seem this is the most ungainly, yet 'tis also the most vital, because, look, he's about to stomp fucking Angel to death. Godzilla does not give two shits. He is going to fucking obliterate these guys. And so far, they're not doing that good. His vaunted muscles strain against the impossible effort until they feel as if they should shred under the stress. And still, he increases the effort, striving, straining, until he succeeds in the impossible. No fucking way. No goddamn way. He fucking tripped Godzilla. The 500-foot tall, 100-ton behemoth of reptilian muscle. Jesus Christ, that gives me a newfound respect for Hercules. I don't know, what do you guys think? God, doesn't that make him technically mightier than Thor? That's something. The impact of the fall recalls another time long ago when the earth under this city trembled and quaked. 4 square blocks of evacuated buildings are immediately flattened. They cared to mention the evacuated part. Look at that. Look at him go down. Boom. But the angel is saved. This is what makes the Prince of Power a champion. Moreover, this is what makes him Hercules. Good job, Hercules. We're all proud of you. You can't see us, but we're all proud of you. Everybody you're all proud of him, right? Tell me you're goddamn proud of him. Tell him in the comments that you're proud of him. And this, on the other hand, is what makes Godzilla a force to reckon with. Thrashing in confusion, he lurches back to his feet instantly, now bellowing forth a radioactive firestorm, and doubt enters the mind of a demigod. Oh yeah, you weren't prepared for that shit, motherfucker. Perhaps, muses Hercules, 'twas not the most prudent course of attack. Ha ha! So you regret it. You regret tripping him, don't you, you fucking bastard? Yeah, look at Godzilla ain't take no shit. Then you agree, Gabe, that the electromagnets are the best plan of attack. Yeah, I suppose so, dum-dum. At least the nets won't hurt him too much. Hurt him? I'm beginning to suspect that blasted monster is your kid's sister or something. Yeah, just fucking hurt him. Kill him. I dare you. I dare you to kill Godzilla. You can't do it. You can't do it. Commander Dugan. We're here, sir, but it looks like we're a little late. Godzilla's already started a rampage and a group of superheroes have him already engaged. Yeah, superheroes, motherfucker. Blasted fools. They're superheroes, alright, Jensen. But I don't know who in blazes they are. Never could keep Long John straight. Don't make any difference, though. The screwballs will only get in the way. Gabe, you'd better get the nets and sky sleds ready, because we're gonna need them. As if a goofy giant green monster ain't enough. Now we gotta worry about a bunch of costume clowns. I knew we should have wasted time dropping off Wu and the others at the Seattle airport. That's fine, I guess. And halfway across the country, at another airport, Tony Stark's private airstrip in Detroit, to be precise, a plane touches down. Of course, you know, it has to be Tony Stark. Must be the SHIELD flight from Seattle, right on schedule. Minutes later, breaching protocol, in deference to the importance of his visitors, Tony Stark extends a personal greeting. It's been too long since we last saw each other, Jimmy, and Dr. Takaguchi. Your reputation has preceded you here in America. You honor me, Mr. Stark. Present me to introduce Mr. Tamara Hashioka, my assistant, and my grandson, Robert. Pleased to meet both of you, and now if you care to take in a tour of inspection, they tell me I make an acceptable guide. Mr. Wu has no doubt already explained that all available equipment and manpower will be at your disposal. This is your Gestalt computer system and electronics lab. Stark International endeavors to keep abreast of all the latest worldwide developments in technology. However, peripherally related to our field, this particular device, however, is a result of original design. Most impressive, Mr. Stark. I am certain your facilities will prove sufficient to our needs in this undertaking. So they're going to do it. They're going to Mr. Stark, they're going to Tony Stark, and they're having Tony Stark help them build the Godzilla bomb. And they're going to do it at his airport because there's a lab there, I guess, a secret lab. Or is it, are they at the... No, they go to Stark International. So they're going to Tony Stark's headquarters so that they could build the Godzilla bomb. Okay, got it. Excellent. In that case, if you'd care for some refreshments, we boast a coffee shop with rates very well indeed by industrial plant standards. Tamara and I were just on our way, Tony. We'll meet up with you again later. Sorry. I always yawn when I read these things. I don't know what it is, but reading out loud over a period of time causes you to yawn and, like, catch breath and shit. Sure, Jimmy, just follow the green arrows. Ha, is that a reference? I hope it is. There is a glint in Dr. Takaguchi's eyes as he watches the two depart, which suggests disapproval as young Rob is concerned with other matters. The security here will not be too difficult. What are you up to, you son of a bitch? Now that several ominous seeds have been planted in Detroit, it's time to cut back to the action in San Francisco. So Stark International is in Detroit? That's interesting. That's very interesting, because I wonder, because Detroit is a shithole now, but I wonder back in the 70s, was it like a haven of industry? Probably. That might be how it ended up a shithole, I don't know, but for some reason they felt the need to make Stark International a part of Detroit. I wonder what you guys think about that. Alright, stand by with the nets while I try to flush the Long Johns out of the system. Hey down there, you blasted empty-headed vigilantes. What do you think you're doing? We're the champions, and we're gonna stop the creature, of course. Yeah, well, you're out of your league, Toots. That big baby is our responsibility. SHIELD. In case you ain't guessed, so you can just... Whoa, hold it, Buster. The West Coast is our turf, and any danger that strikes here is our concern. Okay, so the champions are essentially the West Coast Avengers, but before the West Coast Avengers were a thing? Were the West Coast Avengers from the 70s? Or I guess West Coast Avengers was the 90s, right? Because I remember buying those comics in the 90s. Aye, and we arrived first. 'Tis our right to battle yon dragon beast. It's also your right to get a bust in the chute, pal, if you don't. Dost thou know to whom thou speakest, mortal? I am Hercules. I don't care if you're Atlas, jerk. That's actually funny. That's because it's funny because in this universe, Atlas is probably a real person. I don't care if you're Atlas, jerk. As far as I'm concerned, you're a civilian, and that makes you a vigilante, and that makes you a lawbreaker. Now why don't you just pick up your globe and shove off? Go break the law somewhere else, because you ain't gonna do it here while I'm in command of the situation. Oh, look out! The monster! Cripes! I almost forgot about him. Yeah, what a bum. Ain't got no more time to waste on those fancy pants amateurs anyway. Come on, champions. Let's show these shield goons we're more than a bunch of freelance moonlighters. Yikes! Out of my way, you idiot! They don't get along at all. This is not a team effort at all. Which, often in Marvel, the superhero teams never mix up, even if it's S.H.I.E.L.D. Blasted bozo hog in the sky forced me to swerve right into the thing's big fat puss. And now I gotta bail out. You see, I told you you'd only get in the way, flitting around like some blamed Tinkerbell fairy. What are you talking about? You panicked. I would have swooped out of your way with plenty of time. This team can work if you'll only give it a chance. They're basically discount Avengers, man. Like, whatever. Let them do it. Let them give him a shot. I want to see Godzilla crush him, basically, is what I want to see. Go eat your feathers, you stupid. Huh? Godzilla has disappeared back into the drink. He's gone. No. No, fuck that. In fact, he's already prepared to surface again. And luck would have it right under the magnificent Golden Gate Bridge. Oh my fucking god. All the time they spent trying to protect that goddamn bridge, it was nothing. It amounted to nothing. Look at it. It's rubble. As far as the bridge is concerned, the damage has already been done. Yeah, you think? Thus, the Black Widow cries on the run. The champion, the champion craft, it's still on the bridge. Let's save that at least. Make haste then, fair widow, whilst my strength is yet a match for this support. 'Tis even more ungainly than the dragon beast itself. The champion craft is clear, Bobby, but it looks like the creature is going to attack the bridge again. I read you, widow lady. Maybe the ice pack will cool off the hot-headed lizard. Okay. Well, he got him. He got his fucking head. Is that gonna work? I don't know. Don't know what a sham cramp is, but I'm tired of pussyfooting around with these weirdos to blaze with them. Move in with the electronets now. And as the Shield Mantis team swoops ever closer with their shock nets in tow, Godzilla roars, and huge blocks of ice splinter into the shower of jagged shards. No sooner doth Hercules steady on bridge than again he must grapple with the giant dragon beast. 'Twould seem my labors are never done. Wait a minute, what's that down there? Looks like someone's swimming. Ah, no, it's that blasted overgrown hippie bodybuilder. Of all the idiotic lame-brained grandstanding stunts, he's gonna get himself electrified. Hold it, stop! Don't drop the... No, oh, fuck. They fucked up the fucking trap. The warning comes too late, but just soon enough to give the Mantis team momentary pause, making them hesitate at the crucial point of release, thus spoiling their aim. Huge nets falling from the skies, angering the beast, causing it to spin in fury, and its tail whipping straight for Hercules. Yes, everything moves at once. The electronets miss Godzilla, Godzilla misses the bridge, and Godzilla's tail misses the demigod. Nevertheless, the enraged Leviathan does receive several glancing jolts of electricity, and Hercules is buffeted by the washing turmoil. 'Tis madness! The two rival forces do in truth battle more with each other than with the monster they are both pledged to stop. 'Tis time to end this folly and confusion and turbulence. Mayhap this portion of the collapsed bridge will serve my purposes. What's your purposes? What are you going to do? You're going to just launch it at him? Mayhap, if not for one thing, Godzilla is far more agile than his ponderous appearance would indicate. He evades the outrageous missile with base. Okay. So Godzilla's fast. They're trying to sell us on the idea that Godzilla has extreme agility. That's not something that I would have imagined for this character. I would have imagined Godzilla as being really slow and ponderous. But fine, we'll buy it. It's different at least. And it passes on at unbelievable speed to hit. No! Fuck! Godzilla dodges the bridge and it hits the helicarrier. The helicarrier is out of control. What in blazes hit us? I don't know, sir, but I can't hold the wheel. We're in a dive. Cut starboard engines 2 and 3 fast. They're cut, but it's too late. We can't pull out. We're going to... Oh my god. Straight into the goddamn river. My god, you guys. Get your shit together. Oh my... This is like watching a train wreck. Dude, this is bad. These guys need to get coordinated, man. Godzilla is making them look like fucking fools. The Marvel Bullpen! Let's see. Stan Lee's soapbox. Hey, I know that guy. That's Star-Lord. That's the original Star-Lord. For those who don't know, that's what he used to look like before Chris Pratt? Is that his name? Yeah, that's the old one. Look at, what does this say? Marvel Premiere featuring Weird World. Ooh, I want to look for that. Look at that. I know Marvel Premiere. I have some of them. But that one looks good. What issue is it? Issue 38? Is that what that says? Anyway, back to the story. Crash right into the bay. Yeah, the helicarrier crashed right into the bay. Strangely, Godzilla does not roar, does not scorch the clouds with fire of his angry breath, and his nature at the moment might even be described as subdued. He stands in the bay, silent, almost motionless, his awesome head slowly moving from this side to that, as if surveying, in bemused wonder, all the various facets of mayhem surrounding him, not all of which significantly he has wrought. No, some of it was you idiots. Dude, look at that. Oh my god, that is such cool art. Look at that. All the lifeboats and shit from the helicarrier as it slowly sinks into the ground, everybody evacuating. That's great. That is a very imaginative piece of art. And Godzilla just hovering above, just... Look at that. Wait, is he holding it? Is he holding the helicarrier? He's holding it, keeping it from sinking? It's crazy. Then, without hate, and almost playfully, in fact, his claws closes around one of the helicarrier's dorsal fins. It crumples with a weary groan. Later, one of the crew will liken this curious gesture to that of a wistful uncle, tweaking his cute nephew's button nose. The crewman, it should be mentioned, is far more perceptive than anyone suspects, including himself. And now, almost shrugging, or so it seems, Godzilla turns his back on the chaos. The same crewman will later claim the big lug looked like he was bored with the whole mess. He's leaving, and the helicarrier is crippled and we can't follow him, and he's getting away again. It's their fault, blast it. You see what you costume clowns have done? We just blew the bridge in the helicarrier and Godzilla's walking away from it without a scratch. Easy, dum-dum. It wasn't just the champions. The rap hangs on all of us. Let's just chalk it up to a lesson for the future, dum-dum, and get the helicarrier into the hangar. Yeah, we all acted like kids, and as a result of our juvenile competition, we lost sight of the real adversary. Ah, you're probably glad Godzilla got away again, Jones. You've gone soft in the blasted monster. God, this is actually kind of beautiful. After the two groups have separated, a somewhat mystified Iceman will ask, "Oh, what did he mean by that?" The Black Widow will philosophically reply, "Who knows? But the other one was right about being a lesson. We still have much to learn about being a team. Let's go home, champions, without taking our name too seriously." Next issue, Godzilla versus Bat-Dragon. Or is it Bat-Dragon? Bat-Dragon? Bat-Dragon. Yeah, it's a bat. No, well, it's not a bat. It's like half bat, half dragon kind of thing. I looked ahead to see what it looked like because I saw that name. I was like, what the fuck? Bat-Dragon? I need to know what that fucking looks like. Which I do. It looks like a bat dragon. But you guys are just going to have to imagine that because you're not going to see that shit until the next one. But this was kind of cool, man. This was kind of cool how they all fucked it up. They really fucked it up, man. It's like, oh my god. I don't get tired of that. That is the appeal of these Godzilla comics, is you get to watch. It's like a slow moving train wreck. You get to watch the chaos unfold. Like, I can't believe it, dude. They made all the wrong moves. They ended up completely failing. They lost the bridge. Hercules took down the helicarrier. Angel got his ass kicked. Like, and Black Widow did nothing. Because what did you expect Black Widow was going to do? She did nothing. But man, this was good. And then Godzilla, he did. He held the helicarrier and he was holding it in place so that they could get off. That's great. They're hinting that maybe he's more intelligent than you might think. And that's great. I'm compelled by that. I hope they play more into this stuff, dude. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what's next. But for now, that's it for this issue. If you liked reading this comic with me and you want to read more comics with me, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and donate to my website, heroicstudios.org. But until next time, nerds, stay heroic.